You lost your parents at a young age when you do. Wandered the world, rootless. But then we found each other. I and the true home of your heart. Maybe it was the same for our daughter. Maybe she wanted too. And found her home. Made a family. She was loved, Claire. I'll have to believe that.
All the way from Providence, Rhode Island, welcome to Outlander Cast, a podcast dedicated to the show Outlander on Stars.
Sing me a song of the lost that is gone. Say, could that last be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on a day over the sea to Skye.
I'm your host, Mary Larson.
My name is Blake, and Mary, I'm happy to say, honestly happy, that this is the beginning of the end.
What?
Yeah, seriously, I'm happy to say that. You want to know why?
Why?
Because every story has an ending, and yes, the best part of stories, I think, is the journey of listening to it or seeing it or watching it or whatever, but the ending makes it finite. The ending makes it real, and I think every story needs an end, and I'm happy to say that this is the end, and it's okay to say that.
I'll give you this. Like, I'm happy that we have an ending because there's so many shows that they never get to finish.
Yeah.
They never get to finish, whether it's because of costs or actors or whatever. So I'm happy that we do get to have an ending. Am I happy that it is ending? No. Like, I just want to keep on going. But I mean, like all beloved television shows, every show and every series needs to have an ending. And it just means we get to start rewatching things.
Yeah,
Some
right?
point. But it is, I guess like as a book reader, I'm especially bittersweet because the book series isn't done. So there really is a lot of conflicting feelings. But I also appreciate that the cast, the crew, like they've dedicated over a decade of their time to creating this beloved show. And it does take up a lot of time. And yes, it's a labor of love, but like when these people went into their careers, they didn't think like, and my career will only be Outlander. So I appreciate for them that it needs to wrap up because they also can't tread water story-wise and wait for Diana to finish, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They got to do it.
they need to have an ending, and and the best part is that they're ending on their own terms.
Yes.
Right? So whether or not, they got some sort of indication from Diana of what she's planning to do, my honest opinion would be she feels like the kind of person that'd be like, nope, you come up with yours. I'm going to come up with mine.
I'm just glad that we don't have to tread water because we have already gone through so many long Droughtlanders. We've also gone through episodes and partial seasons where it was treading water, whether it's because of COVID or, like lifestyles and just situations going on for people. Like there's been some episodes where you scratch your head and you're like, really? That was the best use of my time? So I would have hated for them to have made a choice to say, we're going to wait until Diana's done writing and like follow everything to a T. So I agree with you. I'm happy that we're getting we're getting something. I know that it's going to be lovely and amazing, and I know that it's going to be everyone's best ability. You know what I mean? Like I know that they're going to do the best that they've got, and
Right, because you don't want what happened to Lost, right? When they were like, hey, you need to keep going. And the Lost creators were like, no, Damon Lindelof say, no, we got like another season or two in us.
Yes.
And then we ended up with Jack and Kate and Sawyer in the jail cells.
Yes.
And, it was okay, but it wasn't what it should have been. And that's what happens when you don't have an ending.
Correct. And the flip side could have happened where then the series could get canceled if it wasn't making them the money that they wanted to have made, or God forbid, like mergers happen in this world of TV. And
Yep.
so, I'm grateful that we do get to have everything tied up with a bow. Now, what that bow is going to entail is going to be a surprise to us. So no matter what, we're very grateful that we're getting this season. I think that having Blood of My Blood really helped us feel like Droughtlander was a lot less long. We got to hang out in Scotland. We got to hang out with the families of these people. And even though we didn't hang necessarily with Claire and Jamie, they were in spirit. So
They were kind of there. They were like a thought.
well, no, like we saw little Claire, and like Claire's referenced a lot. And
Yeah, but
so no, I know they're two different shows, but I'm just saying that for me, it was like having, you know, Sam and Graham over the break, like
right.
having something in with these Scottish ties and with these people just makes Droughtlander a lot easier.
Yeah, it gets you through. You're not totally in withdrawal. Like you're not in like the cold shivering phase yet. But
Yeah.
it's where that helps tide off
Yeah.
like all the urges.
So before we jump into this episode, we want to remind everybody that there's bonus content at jointhenerdclan.com. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And if you get any value out of what we do, please leave a rating and a written review on Apple Podcasts. Even if you listen to this on a different app, Spotify, or through YouTube, going to Apple Podcasts and leaving a written review, not just leaving stars, makes a tremendous difference. It's free, and it really helps other people who love Outlander get to enjoy the fun as well. So shows like this grow thanks to word of mouth. So thank you very much for helping spread the word.
And of course, send your thoughts too, whether it's comments, emails, voicemails, all of it, right? Because this is the final season and we want to hear everything you've got, right? This show always has been and always will be a platform for you. Just because we have microphones in front of our faces, that doesn't mean that our thoughts are any more important than yours, right? So please do consider getting back to us with all of your thoughts about the show, about us, whatever you feel like chatting about, because we will be having our world-famous listener feedback and episodes that are just agenda-free. It's all laid out by you. All right, Marvin, are you ready to get into the show?
I sure am.
All right, let's do it. All right, mini recap time. What do you got?
Okay, so in this episode, in case you're watching this in the future, you're a time traveler yourself. In this episode, Claire and Jamie started off, okay, guys, murdering someone? Okay, whatever, that happens.
We got some issues.
Okay, anyway, after the murder, we get to go back to Fraser's Ridge and we get to hang out with everyone we love. It's a great reunion of an episode. It's the homecoming, and literally we see everyone. It's been the first time in a long, long while that everyone gets together, so it feels lovely. Also, Frank's voice gets, whether it's written, and then Blackjack Randall's voice get in it a little bit, so we get a little of the ooh stuff going on there. And William, he's got problems, man. He needs a therapist. He's going through a lot.
All the coping.
And sadly, Lord John just can't be his therapist all the time because he's got a teething baby in his hands. Yeah, that happened. And then there's this creepy Cunningham and his mom, Wicked Witch of the West. So that's your little mini recap. Hopefully it made sense to you. It makes sense to me.
His mom just straight up slaps a kid. Oh my God.
She was Mandy's right. She is like the Wicked Witch of the West.
All right, episode details. This one was entitled Soul of a Rebel, which, of course, is a nod to Frank's book.
I will
It was directed by Jan Mathis. He is a previous director for Outlander. He directed A Life Well Lost, You Dinna Get Used to It, Unfinished Business, and Carnal Knowledge. And it was written by Sarah H. Hott, who has written the episodes Singapore and Turning Points. All right, Mary, what is your kilt rating for this episode?
Okay, so
Knowing that you're always not a fan of premieres.
yes, I always feel like that needs to be restated. And if you are new to Outlander Cast, Blake and I rate each episode on a scale of 1 to 5 kilts. You can always share your feedback for our listener feedback episode, letting us know what you think. But 1 being the best and 5 being outstanding, I would give this episode a 4.2.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I think that's a fair rating from you
Thank you.
for this episode.
I mean, I would normally think I'm pretty fair,
Yeah, no, seriously. All right,
but I agree.
all right. My kilt rating.
I agree with myself.
I'm awesome. Thank you so much.
That's a fair rating,
All right, my rating. I'm gonna give this a 3.8. I'm gonna give it 3.8 because
which is equivalent to my 4.2.
I would say
Nice.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I think I agree with myself. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I think the homecoming feels great. That's for me what saves this episode. Of course, we have Frank. I will always find every reason to include Frank in these episodes, and a great natural callback to Blackjack Randall.
Yeah.
That I will never ever get over that.
Surprised that didn't bump it up to a 5.
I know. But the thing that kills it for me, and it's something that we are absolutely going to talk about here, and that is the faith of it all.
Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
No, we don't.
Baby.
Oh my God.
That's perfect.
Yeah, no, it's not. And
It goes, baby,
you. Wait, what does it do?
baby.
Okay, good. Just making sure. All right.
Faith, the faith.
I think.
Yeah. We need to have that as a sound clip. So every time we have to talk about this questionable choice,
Absolutely.
that's going to
That's
happen
what's
to
gonna-
make us all laugh as we scratch our heads.
Yep, absolutely.
Baby.
George Michael, where it's at, man. All right, so yeah, 3.8 for me. Faith
What's your
absolutely
GBG?
kills it. All right, no, it's your GBG. It's your good, your bad, and your great.
Okay, so
You
my
got to process here, Marvin. It's
Fine.
always you.
fine. My good is being back in Outlander with Bear McCreary. Bear Flair. I freaking
Oh yeah,
love his music. I've been listening to the soundtrack and it is outstanding. I will say though that I forget like how quickly the tone can change. So I was listening to the soundtrack at school the other day and Cunningham's piece was on and someone came in my room for a tour and Cunningham's piece is not uplifting. So I was like, let me turn off my creepy music. So Bear being back in our life with a brand new Outlander soundtrack just makes me so happy. He is an absolute treasure, and I'm thrilled that we've been able to hang out with him.
Oh,
As-
before we move on,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the new Outlander Skyboat song?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really do. I
Yeah.
especially like the extended edition, which is on the soundtrack.
Yes, it
It's
is.
beautiful.
Is
so yeah.
there any part of you that wanted to have Rhea back?
I think we're gonna have her back as a vocalist.
No, but like singing the Skyboat song.
There was a part of me that did.
Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
just good storytelling requires a bookend. And like, hey, we've had different versions, and yeah, it's fine, but like, I really think.
Maybe she didn't want it.
I mean, maybe,
Maybe
but
she's like, listen, I want my own thing.
been there, done that, and
Yeah.
I get it. I just feel like there is an opportunity to bring Rhea back for that Skyboat song.
I appreciate that.
Like, it's not. I'm not a huge Annie Lennox guy, but I mean, it's okay. But I really wanted Rhea back.
I know.
Right.
My bad is murder. I'll leave it at that. We'll get into it.
He's a murderer.
And then my great for this episode, as cheesy as it is pretty much what I say every single premiere, so don't roll your eyes. is that we're back. And the fact that this was a homecoming episode and to see all these people and to hear their voices and to see how they interact, to be like, yes, this is how it would be. Yes, oh my God, yes. Like I wanted to hug each and every one of them every single time Claire gave them Claire's a great hugger. She is a great hugger. And you could tell from this episode the amount of hugs she did. I lost count of how many she did. So the homecoming and all the feels and being back with our friends, with this music, with Outlander, I'm here for it. How about you? What's your GBG?
My good, the homecoming, really. Honestly,
Yeah.
I thought that the Ridge reunion with the rebuilt house, the kids, everyone, like there were so many kids that like you didn't even know who they were. You were just like, wait, who are you again? And how are you related to this? Like, where's it, Lizzie kid and like this and that? Like, it's like going to one of those family parties that's enormous, and you haven't seen everybody in like 3 years.
I've never had a family party like that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a big family.
Oh, good point.
I feel like Olaf. I don't have bones.
But if you've ever been to one of those where you're like, wait, when did you get kids? Like, wait, what's your kid's name now? Like,
How big are you? Like I love how Brie has to be like, this is Mandy. Like, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. Claire's of course. There's only
Lindy's
four
a
of you.
weird kid.
That's literally what Brie says. This is Mandy.
Oh,
We know.
I know.
We know.
So yeah, but I liked the love of it, and it shows you again what the stakes are, right? And it's okay to smile every once in a while, right? It's okay for things to be good every once in a while, right? Because that's what people do. People are generally happy for the most part
In life?
in
All the
life.
time?
And well, I mean, not all the time, but like, like it's just nice to see them normal and not always dramatic. Watching Jamie read the book and like Goodnight Moon. And
We've talked about it in previous seasons. Like, I would honestly just watch a show of them just like living their life in their house on Fraser's Ridge,
Yep.
gardening. I probably wouldn't watch the surgeries, but like making food. Like I'm here for it.
Yep. The bad for me, it is Faith. And I think this is, I think it's not a hot take. I think this is a generally held or widespread take, because it just feels like trash. It feels like trash. And whether or not the pirate is telling the truth, which again, hey, pirate, no. If he is telling the truth, then okay, we just got a chance to learn that Faith lived and then she died and nothing comes of it, right? If he isn't telling the truth, well, now we're just setting it up for this to be the Faith season, which, again, is what I worried about last season, and everybody crushed me for it, but I don't care. I apologize for nothing. Fact, not opinion. This season is going to be the Faith season.
Oh.
It is what it is, and it feels manufactured. And by the way, let's say that she did die. Faith. You could erase that whole thing of Fanny being with the song and this whole story with the pirate and Claire killing the guy. Never mind the fact that she just straight up murders a dude and says that whole do no harm thing.
Yes.
But she's killed guys before and she's let that go long ago. But still, it doesn't, none of it feels right. It all feels contrived in any way. There's no way around this. And sometimes Matt Roberts gets a little too cute for his own good. And I think this is him getting too cute.
Okay.
But my grade, if you have been a longtime listener of this podcast, you will not be surprised by this, but it is Frank. Frank being back for me is awesome. And it is not because of like Tobias Menzies and although it is, but in Frank and Blackjack Randall, but it's really what it does for the story and what that does to Jamie and what that kind of does to the presence of the story, right? We're getting a ticking time bomb, if you will, and Jamie's not going to die at King's Mountain. It's just not going to happen. But I love that it's Frank, the guy who was left behind. I love that it's Frank who is referencing Jamie 14 times. I love that it's Frank being the one of like, here's the roadmap and the irony of that. And that to me is what Outlander does well.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts in many different ways for Claire. It hurts in many different ways for Jamie. It hurts many different ways for Bree. And then you just got Roger on the side, just la-di-da, like, because that's what Roger does.
I know you have a complicated relationship with Roger, but I do love how Jamie was like, so did you get a job as a reverend?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's such a father-in-law question of like, do you have a job?
I know. What did you
Have
do?
you gained any skills yet? How have you taken care of my daughter?
Do you have any appreciable skills?
Like, I just feel like it was like, so, what you been up to, man? Oh my goodness.
So, Mary, let's talk about this. Does this premiere feel like a premiere?
Yes, it feels like a premiere to me 100%.
Okay, is that
Reminding
good
you
or
of
bad?
people. Good.
Okay.
Good. I mean, we only podcast about shows that we love. And I pretty much say this on every premiere, that it's like not my favorite episode. And that's because it takes a little while for things to get moving. It often feels like the chess pieces are being laid out and, you're being reacquainted with people. And it's always like, hi, Bob. Hi, Sally. Do you remember this thing? Like, that's what they do every premiere, because there is going to be always some new people who like to show up and watch the show for the first time. And they need a little bit of the history. Now, granted, this is season 8. So where have you been if you've never watched it before? But, yeah, I mean, this was not at all a flop of a premiere for me. This was a delightful homecoming episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited. I think we got a lot of great things. We got some Gaelic, we got some French in there. We got to hang with some Fergus.
Oh my God, I thought
Marcelly.
you were saying garlic. Like garlic.
No.
I was like, whoa, first of all, Mary, your cousin from Boston.
Like
Secondly,
Gaelic.
but I thought you were saying like, hey, here's some garlic.
At the trading post, they probably have it.
I'm sure they got plenty of garlic, which I was like, when did they show garlic? Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
This is how long you've been away.
I know, right? Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, I loved it all. Loved. There's even more babies on the way.
Oh my God. With so many kids. Like, you just lose track of
Teething babies. This was the baby episode. There were so many kids.
You lose track of who's related to who and how. Like, I got all kinds of messed up when Claire was with Jamie at Fergus in Marcelly's, and there was like 6 kids there.
That's their kids.
And I'm like, what the heck?
They've just been having kids, man, and printing papes.
Printing peeps.
So yes, to me, this feels like a premiere. It feels earned. It feels. I'm not surprised by how I feel after this episode.
Yeah, and I like it too. Honestly, I do. Just because it gives us a setting of what we're going to go from, right? We're not starting where it's like this super over dramatic thing and everyone's just serious right from the get-go.
I mean, the like dramatic thing that happens in the episode, Sans Faith, is the guys hanging at the end with the GR
That's
on
true.
their heads.
Yeah.
But that's not crazy dramatic.
No,
Not
that's like
out of control dramatic. That's not even scratch your head dramatic. So
because that really would have happened.
yes, exactly. So I hear you.
But I like the fact that we can actually be happy for 14 seconds. Right? Like
Nobody's torn apart.
people are allowed to smile, honestly, and that's okay.
And we have Jamie wearing his glasses again.
Right.
And when
you have Jamie wearing glasses,
yes.
that's life.
Grandpa, read me a story any day.
tell me how you feel about Faith. Like,
Oh, we're getting into it this early?
oh yeah, I just kind of want to get it over with
Okay. I have very complicated feelings. So
because to me, this is the big takeaway from the episode.
I would like it to not be personally because I'm just meh about it, to be honest. Like, let's do it and get it over and done with. I agree that this is what a lot of people are going to talk about. This is going to be the first thing that everybody's like, oh my God, what the hell with Faith? Like, what is going on? But that was such a small part of the episode. And
I
no,
kind of disagree.
no, I'm saying time wise, it was a smallish part of the episode. And really, like, everyone else we're invested with, to me, is a bigger deal. But I will discuss for a moment. So, as a mother who, had pregnancy losses, like, this really sucks. I hate this idea because I know for me, like when Jamie was talking about, oh gosh, did anyone comfort her? Did she think she wasn't wanted? I wonder what her laugh sounded like. Like Claire's saying it too, like, wonder what her laugh sounded like. I wonder if she smiles in your sleep, like you and Brie. Like, that's what goes through people's minds when they lose a baby and when they lose a child or they have a miscarriage. Like, I I constantly think about how our lost daughter would be going to kindergarten this year. Like, that
Mm.
blows my mind. Like, it's never, and I know it's different for you, Blake. Like, it's on my mind a lot. And I think that when Jamie and Claire are going through this grief, and kind of talking about the what ifs, like, that is something that's kind of gone with them their entire life because it was so traumatic and it is always in your mind. But like, even for me and my pregnancies that I lost weren't, stillborn babies. Like, it wasn't full term, but it still made a lasting impression where I do wonder those things. Like, how different would our life be with a, a little one that young, and what would they be going on? So having this and then being like, oh, never mind. Maybe they're magically alive. Maybe Mother Hildegard bippity boppity booed. Maybe Master Raymond did something. It kind of makes me mad because I'm sitting there be like, well, no one got to do that for my baby. So if this is really how you're going to handle, like, miscarriage and infant loss. Like, screw you, show. Screw you. But on the flip side, I hate that Claire murdered just because I feel like it's out of character because we don't know. Here's my scoop. I don't think it's actually their Faith. I think Faith, red-haired baby Faith, died. And I think Fanny's mom is someone else. Like, have they sat down and been like, Fanny, what was your mom's name and what color was her hair? Because baby Faith, who died, Mother Hildegard baby Faith, was a red-haired baby. And I don't know why we haven't had a conversation with Fanny and Claire being like, oh, tell me about your mumsy. What was her name? Because, like, this could just be a little locket. This could be like a live, love, laugh locket of the time. You know what I mean? Like, people loved Faith. People loved all this kind of stuff. So, like, we don't know if this means that her mom's name was actually Faith. And we don't know if her mom had red hair. She could easily have been a blonde. She could have easily been a brunette. Now, granted, this pirate man said she had wild hair. So he talked about Fanny's hair having golden locks. But when he's talking about the mother, he was like, oh, she had wild hair. But what does wild hair mean? My hair looks pretty wild in the humidity. If I was on a boat.
I'm gonna go with Merida. That's wild hair.
But, like, you're meaning red. So why?
No. I don't mean red, but I mean the
Curly.
the curliness of it.
Yeah, but, like, if he said wild red hair, he could have easily added a color to that description.
Sure.
And he didn't. So I think Jamie and Claire killed, yeah, he was a jerk, but, like, I think they killed someone without fully finding out the facts.
Well, she killed him.
Yeah,
Jamie did not.
yeah.
He had no intention of killing.
Yeah, which I find, like, Sona and Claire's character. I don't think Fanny's mom was their child. I don't think Fanny is their granddaughter. I think that this music is a different time traveler. It probably is going to be a blood of my blood
Connection.
situation with Julia and Henry. Like, I don't know if they're going to have another kid. I don't know what's happening, but, like, it's either Master Raymond or Julia and Henry from Blood of My Blood that have brought this Fanny situation, but I do not think Fanny is actually Jamie and Claire's granddaughter.
And that's why this is Matt Roberts getting too cute.
Do you think, like, have you been thinking that? I mean, Jamie and Claire are really sold on it. They're just like, yes, it's definitely our daughter. And I'm sitting here being like, did you ask Fanny if that's really her mom's name? Did we check her hair color? Like, these are simple conversations you can bring up with a kid. It's not like she's so messed up from her trauma that she's incapable of talking.
You're not asking her for her mother's horoscope, like
You're like, tell me some happy memories that you remember. Okay, she was 5 years old or whatever, like when she got taken away from her mom. She'd remember her mom's color of hair.
mhm.
She would have talked about it with her sister.
Yep.
She would have known her mom's friggin' name. So I don't think this is baby Faith. And if it goes that way, where it's bippity boppity booed, your baby who passed away was alive, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. So I really don't think it is. And I just think that this is a way for them to either have a Master Raymond spinoff or to connect it to Blood of My Blood. But I don't think William had ancestral relationships. I don't think him sleeping with his quote cousin actually happened or needs. Like, I just don't think that was real. I don't think Faith was related. What are your thoughts?
Like I said, it's just too cute. And it's there for the sake of being there. And that bothers me so much. Because again, either way, it's a problem. And there are easy conversations. You're right, Mary, that one could have that could help put this mystery to bed. And when you said, well, it didn't take up a lot of time, I wholeheartedly disagree, Mary. Because if it was just that opening scene and it was, oh my God, Faith did live, but she died and she's gone. And I wonder if she's smiling or blah, blah, blah. And then that was it. Okay. I still think that's cheap. It shouldn't have happened to begin with, but you put a bow on it. The problem is that they kept referring back to Faith over and over and over again. Was this episode about Faith? No. But, yeah, it was. Because it kept going back to her over and over and over again, which leads me to believe they have bigger plans for Faith than just this first episode. And if that's the case, how are they going to get there? And if it is this stupid thing of it's not Faith, it's somebody else, and it was just we had this red herring, well, then that is super cheap. It's
So you think
super
it's
cheap.
super cheap if it's not actually Jamie and Claire's baby Faith.
Yeah.
But you think it's not cheap if it actually is a bippity boppity booed, brought back from the dead zombie baby.
No, I think that's poor storytelling. If it's a zombie baby.
Which do you prefer, zombie baby or somebody else? Because that's how I'm going to refer to it. If freaking Faith is a zombie baby as a mad mom who I'm still messed up from my miscarriages, as I assume many people are, if we get zombie baby who had, let's be honest, a shitty life, okay?
Yeah.
Because if really that was Faith, she had to get married and have babies so young to have had Jane as old as she was,
Yep.
and marry this guy and then be thrown overboard and killed.
Just tossed off a ship.
Did they say, so he said he slit the guy's throat.
Yep.
But I don't think he slit her throat. He
No,
her
you
mom.
threw her off the boat.
So,
See you later.
so is Faith definitely dead? Is the mom dead? Or did she get picked up in the sea from a magical
Exactly.
shark? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, so either if it's zombie
She's
baby
out there
Faith,
like Jack Sparrow riding sea turtles.
or that's what I'm saying. Like it's like the whole thing in the movies. If you don't see them dead, you don't know they're dead. I don't even know if Fanny's mom is actually dead or if she got picked up by a giant sea turtle.
The
So
only
we either have zombie baby or Jack Sparrow.
zombie
There are two
baby,
options.
zombie baby or sea turtles.
So you think sea turtle mom saved by, mind you, okay, whatever. We'll just say like,
Well, zombie baby is sea turtles.
no,
Yeah.
zombie baby is really Jamie and Claire's mom baby.
Yeah.
That's what zombie baby. If I'm referring to that, that's their real blood baby that she gave birth to in France.
Okay.
I'm going to now call zombie baby option.
Yep.
And then Fanny's mom, fake Faith. I'll call her fake Faith.
Okay, fake
Okay?
Faith. All right.
Fake Faith. I don't even know if fake Faith is really dead. Right? Because she could have gotten.
Well, let's
like
say that it is
see.
couldn't zombie baby be Faith and still get tossed over the ship? Couldn't that be a possibility?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the ship. I'm saying my two options and the world's two options
Okay.
is this really real Faith, aka zombie baby?
And
back
even
from
if
the
it
dead?
is her, we still don't even know if she's dead or not.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or is it fake Faith who actually isn't Faith? Who isn't their blood?
Or is the guy just telling a story overall just to piss them off?
No, I mean he has
Has pirate
details.
gonna pirate,
Oh my god.
right? Like,
So which
Bo even says so.
do you care? What do you want? What do you want more? Because it's not. Here's the thing: it's the lesser of two evils.
I know.
Do you want zombie baby Faith, real Jamie and Claire's baby, or do you want it to be a
No.
fake out? You have to pick one of those
I
two
gotta pick
options.
one. I gotta pick one of the two. And
Yeah, and who are you gonna pick? I know who I'm picking. I'm picking fake Faith, and we're having
I
a
have
whole
to pick
different.
fake Faith too.
Really? Because you've been saying you want zombie. You saying that fake Faith is cheap, is a cop out, is a cheapie.
But so is zombie baby. That is so. Oh,
I know.
it's so soap opera. It is. Knowing Outlander, it's gonna be the most soap opera-y dramatic thing possible, and that will be zombie baby. And it will be because
If it's zombie baby,
stupid Master Raymond did some stupid thing, which is why he's apologizing.
Hey, if it's Master Raymond with a different baby, I don't want.
No,
yeah.
but I'm just saying,
I'm better with fake
knowing
Faith.
Outlander, it is
Real Faith,
real Faith,
zombie real Faith.
and Master Raymond did some weird magic thing because that's what Master Raymond does, and he took the baby because he knew that Claire had to move on with Jamie and have Bree and whatever, stupid. That's what's gonna have to be. And
I'm putting my money, my $5 on fake Faith.
yeah,
And I'm okay with that. I am happier with fake Faith than zombie baby.
I'm not happy.
You're not happy either way.
You're forcing me to make a choice.
Yeah,
And if
thank
I had to make a choice, gun to head, it is give me fake Faith. Because at least that doesn't ruin what happened in season 2. At least that doesn't the mathematics of it makes sense, right? Because in order for Faith to have Jane, Faith had to be like 15 or something stupid.
No, which people did.
Sure, but whatever.
But that's why I'm just saying she didn't get to have her long life.
Right. And then there's a whole bunch of questions here, and none of them end up well because either the pirate's lying or we have zombie baby or it's fake Faith. And I hate it.
I just think for Claire and Jamie to have been the spies that they've been, to have been the intelligent human beings that they've been, for them not to sit over a flipping cookie and say, tell me what your mama's name was. That's all we need to do. What is your mom's name?
Right. And
over a cookie.
And then the other thing is, okay.
Because that's what she did. She freaking murdered someone and they made cookies. Murdered cookies.
Cookie.
Let me wash my hands. Why? Because I'm going to go make cookies for my million grandbabies.
That's what a granny is for. Oh my God. Get out of here.
Okay, so can we leave Faith
yeah,
and murder?
One other thing I do want to say.
It boils my blood. I want to get back to the...
No matter what. No matter if it's zombie baby, fake Faith, what pirates lying, what doesn't matter.
I mean, it does greatly.
No, what I'm saying is, whatever it is, it doesn't. The ultimate choice doesn't matter. They have to spend the rest of the season doing plot yoga in order for that choice to make sense. They have to make it so that they recognize that this is the outcome. And how did we get there? Which is why ultimately, we're going to keep going back to Faith.
I have to go get some Tums. I'm getting acid reflux. Thinking about these situations, it's stressing me out.
All right, so that's
Good,
it.
we're done.
If you are listening to this and you want to eat, if you're screaming at us from your radio,
Yeah.
I totally get it.
It's not a radio, Blake.
You know what I mean. Stats are for nerds. I get it. So please do call in
Submit your feedback.
and submit the feedback
We want to
because
know.
I
Are
gotta
you team zombie baby or fake Faith?
I gotta hear your
That's
thoughts.
what we need.
Really, what it comes down to. All right,
Moving on.
let's talk about William.
Oh, God.
Let's talk about William.
From bad to worse.
Who is this chick that just shows up, Aramanthus, out of nowhere? What are we doing?
I'll see your team William on this reaction.
Oh God, yeah,
Oh my God. I can see you reacting like that.
1,000%. You just
Puking in
showed
a
up
beautiful vibe. It's probably Lord John Gray's favorite like candy.
after a heavy night of drinking,
Oh my God.
being all solemn and sorrowful and like self-loathing.
Our relationship is basically me being Lord John with the
Yes.
teasing baby. You puking. Who the hell is this woman? This slut. Oh my God.
1,000% true.
You just let this stranger in our house.
You just
Mary, why are you picking up people off the street to help them get gas for their lawnmowers?
oh my
Remember when I
God.
did that?
I
Picked
do
up some
remember
old
that.
man.
The long-running joke, listener, is that Mary is she's just too good for her own good, and
I'm still alive.
and she is somehow still
Like
alive.
Claire, I'm scrappy.
And she just, oh, here's my credit card and my social security card and my ID. What else do you need to survive?
So, okay, William. Poor thing. I mean,
Oh,
hey,
it's a bad day.
but he needs a therapist. Everyone in this world needs one. And luckily, he's with Lord John, who's as good as you're going to get of a therapist.
Totally agree.
I loved Lord John's conversation with William.
Yep.
Because to me, it's like every conversation a parent of a older teen and young adult has to have, where it's like, listen, man, you got to get a life. You got to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. You have to do you. I can't tell you what to do anymore. I can make suggestions. I could say, this is some really nice stuff. You probably should go apologize to that woman you called a pie hussy. You probably should go and get a job. You need to stop just being bananas. But, it's your life. So I really liked how he worded all of that. But I also appreciate that he was like, but you are going to have manners. Yes, you get to make some of your own decisions. But you are going to go and apologize.
Like, you made a mistake. Okay, fix it.
Yeah.
That would totally be a Lord John thing to do.
Oh, I loved it.
Great.
The more Lord John time, the better. So William, woe is me. I'm the ninth Earl of Ellesmere. And Lord John doing a smackdown, being like, bitch, haven't you watched Bridgerton? Don't you know how important it is for us to keep the lineage? We're going to lose our house. We're going to lose our house next to the Featheringtons.
Yep.
We're going to be like them. Do you remember what happened to them? Like,
They were out on the street.
yeah, that's what he's trying to tell William.
Yep, totally agree.
He
And-
wants to be invited to the balls.
And
the masquerade one especially.
The one thing that I did like too from Lord John is that in addition to what he did say, which was like, you have to decide who you are and act accordingly. I loved that line. But the other line I really loved from Lord John was whether or not you believe if you're going to be a Ransom or a Gray or Fraser, like none of those names would have been okay with what you did. None of those names would be happy with how you interacted with this person.
Yeah.
I really liked that as well. I thought that I really liked that scene. I really liked the Lord John Williams stuff. I think it's great. There is 0.0 chance, Mary, that Aramanthus and William don't end up in bed together.
Well, at least now she's only kind of related.
Do you believe who she says she is? No.
No, I'm not answering
Yeah.
as...
No, I hear you. I get it. Understood. And I'm not going to force you to answer a question that you shouldn't answer. The reason why I ask is because, number one, I don't know if it has been fully addressed in the books yet, so that's why I ask. But I also don't know if the show is just going to decide to do whatever it feels like doing. So even if it is one thing in the books or not, there still could be differences. I will tell you, there is no way she is who she says she is.
I'll just say from this episode, I don't love her from
Yeah,
this episode.
sure.
I will say that.
Okay.
That, like, I don't know. I mean, not the kind of partner I'd go for. I'll just say that. Not
Sure.
the kind of partner I'd go for. William isn't the kind of partner I would go for either. You got too much baggage and stuff to work out, okay? They're both dealing with a lot of grief, a lot of issues right now. Once again, can Lord John please do his family a favor and just tie it right there, I guess? Because he's got a lot on his shoulders while he's just trying to, like, survive
Yeah.
in this political climate. God bless that man. And he has a teething baby in his arms. He doesn't have, like, a servant or someone. He's doing the work.
No, oh no, honey, that's why we pay people.
And I love this. I love this continuation of, like, orphaned or babies being raised by different father figures. Like,
Sure.
I just love this storyline in Outlander continuing on, and to be partially raised by Lord John Grey. Oh, love it.
Oh,
I'm here for it.
This kid is gonna have the best potty sense of anybody.
Note.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was David Totera's lineage.
Okay. How did you feel about William saying he doesn't have any siblings? When
Yeah, I thought about that. And is that a slip up or is that intentional? I kind of get it either way because he has lived a whole life, Mary, that isn't his, right? I mean, it is, but it isn't. So he's in a really hard place right now.
Yeah.
I find myself feeling bad for William in many ways.
I know, that's why I said you're a lot like him.
And what happened to Jane, the one of the first characters I've liked in a very long time,
Just
where I
like
was
William.
like,
I like
Jane,
her too.
I know, she was interesting, she was funny, she didn't care about like if you were happy with her or not. Like, I liked her.
Dead.
And now he's got Aramanthus, where this girl, no, shows up with a kid out of nowhere. Oh, I'm your cousin, me. And everything she said about the cousin was a total platitude. And everything she said about the cousin was in response to what somebody else said about the cousin. Like, oh yeah, Ben was a really funny guy, huh? Oh my God, yeah, he was so funny. Oh yeah, Ben was just so warm and loving. Yes, we only dated for so long, but he loved me. Get out of here,
And
Aramanthus.
for her whole, like, we got married quickly.
Yeah.
And we sent a letter to his dad, but he never got the
It
letter.
got lost in the mail. Air quotes. Yeah, right, guy. No.
How do you feel about Lord John's hangover drink with the egg?
Oh, no. Nope. Mm-mm.
Why is that a thing?
Don't know, don't care, don't want to be a pot, or don't even want to be around it.
And, like, how do you feel about the whole idea, the hair of the dog, like, to drink alcohol when you're hungover because that's going to make you feel better?
I've done that before.
Does it work?
It did when I was in my 20s.
I mean,
Whether it had done or not, it does now. I don't know.
I can't even have 2 sips of mead without hiccuping.
That's true.
Does anyone else hiccup when you drink? I look like a flippin' old school cartoon character.
Yeah, that's true.
hiccuping. Like, watching cartoons thinking, like, why do people hiccup when they drink? That's not real. Well, it is to me.
When Mary starts hiccuping, I know that she's on the way. And Mary, what's my tell?
Spitting.
Spitting.
Well,
When I
no,
start
like,
spitting.
if you start spitting, it's because you're actually going to be sick. For me, hiccuping means, like, I'm getting tipsy. But what I don't understand is now that I'm at this age, if I have 2 sips of a beverage, I start to hiccup. So, like, does it mean it's that dangerous for me that after 2 sips I need to back off? I don't even know.
One of my favorite things to do, Mary, for any storytelling is looking at a character and saying, what do they want and what do they need? and because those are two very different and distinct things. And I really want to do this for William because I think it's an important thing to discuss and to interrogate. What does William want? But what does he need?
I mean, he needs family
Okay, but
and he needs like a sense of self.
all right, I was just gonna say, dive a little further into the family aspect.
Well, I mean, even the family that he thought he had was dead.
They're dead.
So
Okay, Olaf.
I don't know. I just feel like he needs continuity and security in relationships. And I think he longs for love. And as much as he loves Lord John Grey, they are two very, very different people. So I think the closest relationship he's had have been with these like cousins and these friends that are like brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and they're dead. So I don't know. You know what he needs? He needs a doll like Mandy's. He just needs something reliable that will stick by your side, can't talk back.
Yep.
He needs a dog. He
A
needs a
dog.
dog.
We totally agree.
That's what Lord John Grey needs to gift him.
Yes, a
He
dog.
needs to be like, you know what? While you're going to go for walks every day.
Yep.
That's good for you. It's going to take care of you and be there by your side, pull you out of this depression.
Yep.
You're going to have to be responsible for that's Lord John Grey needs to get William a dog this season.
If he doesn't get him a dog, oh my god.
Oh my god, if he gets him a dog,
Please get him a dog. And have it be a field golden retriever. You want to know why? Because a field golden retriever, number one, is what we own. Number two is because they are fun.
They originated in Scotland.
They
They're
come
red
from
like
Scotland.
Jamie.
They're red like Jamie.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
a field golden retriever. That's what he needs.
Yes.
You
I don't even
cannot
know if
convince me
they
otherwise.
were created by
Maybe,
this time.
maybe not. Don't care. They know people from the future. I'm sure they could get some dogs. A field golden retriever.
That's what I think that William actually needs is a golden retriever. That's what I think he needs. What does he want though? I think he wants stability.
Yeah. Do you think he just wants, honest to God, I think he just kind of wants to wallow for a little bit.
Yeah, like if he were to just like get his like casual response, like his non-deep response, he would just say he wants to watch Netflix and eat a lot of ice cream.
So much Ben and Jerry's.
Okay, and he's lactose intolerant most likely. So like,
Yep.
oh no, it's like I don't care what damage it's gonna do to me. I'm hating life right now.
What's his flavor?
What's his flavor?
Yeah, what's his flavor? Is he a fish food guy? Is he a Dublin mudslide guy? Is he a Cherry Garcia guy?
I'd say if he was being deep, it'd be Rocky Road.
Oh, okay. All right. Rocky Road?
Yeah. Just to be like, oh, this is my life. Yeah. I think if you were to be like, I think if Lord John Grey was like, William, what do you want today? He would be like, give me some ice cream and I just want to binge Love is Blind and mourn the life that I don't have.
He would totally be in the Love is Blind.
100%.
Oh my God. You know, I know you said that as a joke.
No, but
William would 1,000%
right now,
be
the
in
version
Love
of
is
William, but what he actually needs is a dog and a sense of purpose and a steady job. Like that's what Lord John sees for him. You know what you really need?
Yep.
Is a job and a dog.
Go get a job at Target,
Yeah.
please, just for now.
Oh my god. Yes.
Let's talk about Cunningham. And Cunningham, okay, there is
talk about
no way this guy ain't the bad guy.
I mean, his music alone.
I know.
McCreary.
This is every single alarm, red flag, anything you could ever imagine that signals bad
Yep.
should be screaming at you right now.
Now he goes by Captain because he hates his name Charles.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
That says a little
lot.
something
Yep.
already.
And I loved the little look that Jamie and Claire gave inside the building when Jamie was like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk you out, Mr. Cunningham," and he gives Claire this little look, and Claire's like, "Yeah, you go check on that weirdo."
Yeah, right.
You know. So I loved that situation. But then when he finds out that he worked for the king,
Oh, yeah.
Jamie just stops for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when the whole tone changes, my friends.
But there is something there though, Mary, that I feel like Jamie almost had this sense of like a turn for Cunningham. Like, okay, you know what? The war's over. He's let go. The war's over for me too. I've let go. We can, yes, we were on opposite sides of the battlefield, but you know what? Life is life now. And you don't seem like a horrible dude, but it should be okay.
Well, and also, it's not like Jamie's never fought for that side before.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he's not happy about it, but
But it felt like, okay, you know what? New beginnings.
yes.
Let's move forward together.
What was interesting, of course, is that Cunningham says that he's had acquaintances already in the area.
Yeah, and this is the question I wanted to ask you, Mary, because clearly this is the bad guy. But Jamie, I think Jamie is being Jamie in this instance where it feels very forgiving and nice and like what a person should do, which is, okay, just move forward. Claire, to me, seems a little bit more weary of Cunningham. But the real question I have is, when you have a real bad guy, let's just go back to Blackjack Randall. You know that's the bad guy from the jump. Like, straight up, and it's obvious. Is that more dangerous than someone like this with Cunningham, where he has slowly kind of gained influence in the Fraser's community while they were gone?
I love it.
Like, which is more dangerous in your opinion?
This one.
You think so?
Well, yeah, because if someone's a bad guy, someone's a bad guy. Everyone hated Blackjack Randall, even the guys he worked with.
Sure.
They would not share their wine with him. They were like, whatever, you weirdo. You know, like everyone didn't like him. But this guy, Cunningham, everybody's his friend.
Good point. And he can
And
turn them around. He can turn people around.
he lives like overlooking all of that cool stuff.
Which is wild. How do you just build a house
Right there.
right there?
I wanna
And
see
people are just
everybody-
cool with it.
I want to see everybody doing everything.
Where's the planning committee?
He was it, because he was the financier. It's
Oh my God. No.
So that's how I feel about him. All right, can we take a moment to go say hi to the people who we have said hello to for just a quick moment?
Yeah.
Okay, the homecoming part that, like I said, was like my favorite. Yeah, Fergus and Marcelly, million kids.
Running around.
Yes. We get grandpere, like we get all the cute little French things. Ani Christian, he's doing well. He's hanging on out. Fanny, what I loved is just she was fitting in with everybody, and it's like she has cousins. It's just like she fit in beautifully.
Sure. Do you think we're done with Marcelly and Fergus, or was that just cameo juice?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say, I hope not.
Okay.
I loved when Fergus says to Jamie, "Can you give me a hand at the press? A hand,
Get it?
not can you help me?
Yeah.
But can I get a hand with the press?
Oh, man.
Like, what are we doing here? Nobody laughed.
And
Come on."
I think Jamie quietly respects the fact that he's being a seditionist. I think he's like
Oh.
quietly cool with it.
What I loved about it is that he was like, "Oh, Jamie, look at everything. And I promise I'm like writing it so that it's totally good for the British and it's great."
Mhm.
And then Jamie, who's a dad
Yeah.
and was Fergus's dad,
He's on the up and up.
knows.
He's
He's
the-
like, "I know this kid's learning.
I'm just gonna
I'm
stop
go
pulling this
look."
wall.
He just
Yeah.
knows. He's like, "This is not my first
Or
one."
it's like when your kid tells you, "Yeah, I cleaned my room. I did a really good job." Yeah, sure.
Oh my God. It was like as honest as like chocolate on someone's face being like, "I don't know where the candy went." All right, buddy. But my favorite was when Marcelly was like, "I told you guys, leave them alone. Let them sleep in." Claire goes, when they leave. It's a really small thing, but it's like a grown sigh.
Yeah.
And I just laugh because as much as I love Claire and Jamie, we love them, they could not have handled being parents of young kids.
No chance.
They are in so much action, getting involved, doing stupid things.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna go be a spy here. You can't. If you decide to stay home with teething babies, I just loved it because she really did. It was like you just murdered someone yesterday.
And you're just
Like
like,
this is where you're gonna sigh over.
no.
Ugh, there's like 5 kids in my room.
Claire, you are no Lord John.
He would have been up already.
He would have
Wiping face.
Yes.
She groans and lays back down and then makes cookies for breakfast. Cookies for breakfast? Where's the protein and the fruit? What about scurvy?
Get a little lime, will ya?
Oh my goodness.
Lord John
gracious.
would have been awake before Marcelly to be like, thanks for letting me stay over. Here's breakfast.
I already changed the sheets. What else can I do? Here's some gifts that I brought you. Okay, Fraser's Ridge, burned down old one.
Yes.
New one, Ian built with the plans that Jamie had made.
Yep.
How would you feel if someone built a house that you drew up?
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. I drew this up. You made it real.
Isn't what happened in the books? Jamie wants to build his own house and builds his own house.
Oh, really? Well, they probably had to.
They had to shorten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have enough time for him to friggin' build another house. So I love that the whole neighborhood came together.
And then I forgot that Ian was married.
Play.
I totally forgot. And then they were talking about the Beardsleys, and I'm like, who are the
Oh my
Beardsleys
God,
again?
this is too
It's
much
just
for me.
too many people.
Because it was a homecoming for you. The next thing that I loved about the house,
What?
he's like, come on and see the house. And they're like, okay. Claire puts 1 foot inside. 1 foot. Jamie's not even inside.
Yeah.
And Ian goes, well, what do you think? She has 1 foot inside the house, hasn't seen the room, hasn't seen anything.
Cross the door jam.
Ian is so excited. I'm like, who wrote this? Who wrote, can I get a hand? And thinking this is the time, like, why don't have him ask that when she's in the kitchen or whatever? He asks it in her foot. And granted, this is just the eagerness of Ian. Like, he's so proud that he's made this house. But literally 1 foot is in the house. I had to watch it multiple times because I was like, really, Ian? And then he's like, oh, I know that you need lots of laser surgery. That surgery was still way too dark.
Way too down.
Dark. Oh, south facing. Well, then what's this whole bloody wall? You have 2 windows in here.
Make it all
And then a
windows.
giant wall. Ian,
It's wicked.
this is why we should have built our own house. Oh my God. Do you like it? Do you think Claire would have liked having someone else build her surgery? No.
Oh, I put this table together from memory. Yeah? Well, your memory sucks.
It's not my photographic memory. Oh my God. I know that they were very grateful, but I can totally see Claire being like, this whole wall needs to go. This needs to be total windows.
It's like, it reminds me of those shows where it's like Extreme Makeover and the people walk into the house and they're like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this is great.
Amy
They
McCallum.
hate it.
We get to see Amy McCallum, now Lindsay, because she's married to Evan Lindsay. And then, excuse me. Yeah, it's okay, Blake. You don't even know. You remember half the people in the real family. What? Okay. Lizzie gives the bees.
Yes.
So cute. And that's like a different situation than in the books.
Sure.
But I'm okay for it.
Whatevs.
And I love that, like,
Bees.
they're there with baby Claire and Keziah and Josiah. Like, Jamie's like, oh, yeah, and thank Keziah and Josiah for us. Like,
Oh, yeah, because Lizzie's with the twins.
yes.
Okay.
They don't know whose baby it is.
That's right, because
And Jamie's
yeah,
pumped about the bees, but he's like, yeah, and thank your men. Me. This is still weird.
this is a really weird
Yes, it is so great.
homecoming gift.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
And then
Oh, all I can think of is Job in Arrested Development, when she's like, "Oh, I'm going to get into beads," and he's like, "Bees."
I'd love to get into bees.
Oh, sorry.
Then we get the homecoming that everyone's been waiting for. We
Yeah.
get Roger and Bree and the kids, and they come on in, and it is just so cool. Except the doll shot went on a little too long. For
Yeah,
me.
it was a little much.
It was just like, okay, I get it. I get the doll. This is the doll, mind you, that Bree told the daughter not to take.
Yeah.
She was like, that's too modern of a doll or whatever. No, you can't take it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a second child for you. Just
Right.
runs into the stones holding onto a doll she's not supposed to
Bringing
have.
Goodnight Moon.
I love that.
Oh yeah, do you think that they're gonna notice that this is from the future?
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Probably. Looks like a painting. And then we get some really great glasses, Jamie.
Hold on. Time out.
Don't eat shit.
Time out. I know everyone's respective heads just exploded
Over what?
over this hello the house thing.
What?
When Roger shows up and it's hello the house.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand what, first of all, that whole what's it called? Like it doesn't make sense. It it should be hello everybody or hello everyone in the house. But it's hello the house. It, even if he said hello house or it doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
Okay, well, it's like a traditional thing that has happened. And it's a thing that is like important for book readers that is said. But it was a big deal thing said, particularly in like the southern US.
Okay,
Man,
whatever.
it's a thing, Blake. It's a
Hello the
thing.
house. No, if you showed up to the House of Representatives, okay, hello the House of Representatives. Hello the I don't get it. Sorry, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But one thing I will
It's
say,
a thing that like was said though, like in the frontier settings.
whatever.
It
Whatever.
And you know what it is? You know what it is? It's you say it if you're within gunshot range so you don't get shot.
I would say, hey, don't shoot me.
No, but that's like what you would say.
Okay.
That's like, so it was like in these like foresty frontier things.
Yes. Yep.
And that's what you would say so no one shoots you.
Gotcha.
But that was like traditionally that what was said.
Maybe that's the one appreciable skill that Roger now has.
Oh my God, stop.
And
But anyway, it's like warming to Outlander book readers' hearts.
how about them bringing all this stuff from the future? Maybe bring some penicillin. Maybe bring like,
Well, she learned how to make it.
you know what I mean. Like bring something
It's why she
useful.
brought the book
Sure.
where Jamie learns not to eat poop.
Don't eat shit. That was a good line.
Mhm. Oh, you know,
But dude, he has no respect for the prime directive here, Roger. Bringing Lord of the Rings.
no, you know what was worse than that? We only brought book one. I saw that and I was like, what?
How can you do that?
What? What? Jamie is gonna be so mad at the end of this book.
Where they just decide, okay, we're
Say,
going to Mount Doom.
Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Because I tried to like pause and look at the book and I was like, nope, they definitely didn't choose to bring the trilogy in one thing. This is one book. And I don't know if there's more. Oh my God, that was worse to me than not bringing medicine.
Oh man.
Fix this situation.
Why do you
in
think
the show?
Why do you think Roger would think Jamie would like Lord of the Rings?
Oh, for so many reasons.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know. I just like the good versus evil, like being very, very clear in Lord of the Rings. That's very much along the lines of Jamie. I think the coziness of the hobbits is very Scottish in nature. I think that's really sweet. I think going on journeys and having to work with people who are of different, I don't know, nationalities, you know, is a cool thing. But yeah, this whole like really scrappy, fight for the good, don't give up. Like that is Jamie Fraser. Like go to a different land and do what is right and fight the fight. Like that's Jamie through and through. So no, I think it's
do you
a good
think
choice.
do you think Jamie's more Aragorn or do you think Jamie's more Frodo?
Ooh, I mean Aragorn.
Really? I don't know. I feel like
I mean, for every reason.
Fine. I was gonna say that maybe he's more Frodo because he can carry wounds that nobody else fully understands.
I mean, you hate Frodo.
Frodo is the
like
worst.
Jamie.
Frodo is the worst.
Yeah, I think Claire wishes she was a hobbit. and she could just like stay in her little hut and garden all the time. But that's not how life's gonna go, girlfriend.
All right. Anything
Not how
else you
life's
want to?
gonna go. The opening credits, the title cards
Yep.
with Frank typing.
Yep.
Thought that was really, really cool. Jamie knowing the night that Faith was conceived and saying it was the time you first told me you love me. Thought that was super sweet, so great. Jamie being upset that he can't remember, Jamie, that Claire told him that Frank and Blackjack looked alike and that she didn't repeatedly bring it up to him.
Yeah, it's a little bitchy.
About this. Nah. But your dead husband
That you didn't even like.
that you would prefer me over. Oh my
I
God.
kind of fell for Jamie at that moment, though. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fell for it.
Oh my God. But then him hearing the voice, so cool.
Yeah,
So cool.
Yep.
Loved that.
absolutely.
How do you feel about Jamie's name already being said 14 times?
D- Part of me knows that Frank knows that Claire goes back to the past, and he's trying to leave these clues for them so that they don't end up dead at King's Mountain.
Why did he? So he wrote this while he was alive.
Yes.
It was published after his death. Why did he not say a single goddamn thing to Claire while he was alive?
Yeah.
To be like, hey, I've been doing all this research. Guess what I found?
Well, because he respects the prime directive, meaning you can't just say stuff and bring stuff from the future. Otherwise, it may not happen. If you're a Star Trek fan, which I'm sure Frank was, he knows this.
However, it's totally different because Claire and Jamie have tried to change the future and it doesn't work. And Claire has said as much to Frank.
But that's what I'm saying. All those things were meant to happen. They were
But
meant
had
to
he
happen.
told her, like, I don't know. I just think it's shady. Like, oh, Frank.
What we're talking about is Claire in the future making choices that will dictate whether or not she goes back to the past.
I just think it's a dick.
So those are
to
events to have yet happened.
Be so mean to her when it wasn't her fault she fell through the stones and had to marry someone to survive. Like,
Well, maybe he knew that she would be happier there. So he knew, I can't say anything
until I'm dead.
until, like, I can't say anything because otherwise Claire will not go back.
And like, here's another thing for you. Like, what was he gonna do when this book was published if he hadn't died? Like, the book was gonna come out. It was already being published. What would have happened if someone would have been like, "Oh, Claire, I love your husband's new book about Scottish people." Or everybody had to go to book signings and she and Bree went to go support him about a book that has
Because he knew that she was already back there.
Oh my God.
That's why I feel like, not excusing it, but that's why I feel like maybe Frank was trying to live his life.
You ready for a big bomb?
What?
What if Frank didn't die in an accidental car accident?
Ooh, I like
What if
that.
digging into this and knowing what he knows
Yeah.
got like Princess Diana treatment?
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, that's how they do it over there.
That's so true. Oh, do you think we'll get... Ooh, I like this idea.
What if it's like Master Raymond or something?
Oh, like, I do hope that Tobias Menzies does come back for the final season in some form or fashion.
Well, you just had him.
No, but
You
no,
want
that
more?
was Blackjack
You got
Randall.
to see his face. You got to hear his voice.
No, but I want the actor to come back in some form or fashion, like how we did with Bree
Okay, yeah.
when she was leaving the
Yeah.
thing and he was like nodding to her.
Mhm.
Like in some way, I need Frank to come.
How about if it's just his voice going forward?
How
How about if it is
if it's
reading the book
new
and it's his
material,
voice?
if it's new
Yeah, it's
material,
the book.
yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
I would rather Frank.
You'd rather see him?
Yeah, I do have a slight outlandish theory, but we'll get there in a minute.
Okay.
I was gonna do a whole thing on King's Mountain.
We could do it some other time.
Yeah, we'll
How do you
do
feel
that
about the
another time.
hanging people?
That's real. That happened.
Yeah.
And it goes to show you what can still very much definitely happen, even though Jamie is over the war. Something that kept coming up was, hey, the war in the military, all that, it's over for me.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
But this is even on his own land.
Right.
Like, this is your land that
The
it's happening.
war, even though they are done with it, it is not done with them. And that will come to fruition, I think, in many different ways. And I do not think that Captain Cunningham
Mhm.
is at all done with the war. And knowingly.
Speaking of Cunningham, I am here for an all-out brawl between Mandy and Mrs. Cunningham, a.k.a. the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, yeah.
Fly away on your broom.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she goes, you are all undoubtedly going to hell. Like, who lets someone just smack their kid?
I don't know.
I was shocked.
I would have
Shocked.
flipped out.
Yeah.
You
Jamie
did my
straight up. Yeah, my grandkid.
Oh, dude. No.
Not gonna go well. I will say in that scene, what I loved is you could hear the pitter patter of rain, and you could see it on
Yeah.
Jamie's his vest. I just think like these little things. Of course, they're filming in Scotland. We're supposed to
Yep.
not think it's Scotland, but it's raining there, folks. It's raining a lot there, and so I just love the elements. Rarely do we see a sunny day in this show, and I'm okay with that because that's also real life. Like, we are so fortunate in this day and age that when it's yucky weather, we kind of put things on hold. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go outside today. I don't think I'm going to go food shopping. I'm going to Instacart.
Yeah.
And like,
Can't
back
do that.
then it's raining, but Claire's out in her garden because she has to be. So it's just, I don't know. I just think it's a really neat thing. But like I said, I am here for a Mandy, Mrs. Cunningham showdown because
Absolutely.
if
Weird Mandy.
that-
Mandy's going to do some weird stuff to Mrs. Cunningham. I don't know what yet. She's going to like start like messing with her salt shakers or like she's going to.
Magical Mandy.
Yeah, magical man. Weird Mandy's going to start moving stuff with her brain and be like, oh yeah? Okay, Mrs. Cunningham. And like she's going to like slip and fall by accident.
My aunt's a zombie.
Yeah.
Did that just happen? That's what you tooted? Oh no! Well, this is a first for Ellen.
Oh.
Dude. Oh, newest nerd.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
How many episodes have we done?
Way more than I can count. Hundreds.
That long.
Took that long. Oh, my goodness gracious.
On that note, next subject. Let's do the King's
No.
history some other day.
Yeah, we'll do the King's Mountain
You could
history.
do that
another
by
day.
yourself.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Boring.
All right. All right.
Talk about zombies.
You got 5 questions that got nothing to do with Outlander. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, if you could permanently erase one annoying everyday chore from your life, what would it be?
Oh my God. You go first. I need to think. There's a lot.
All right, one. This has to be an everyday chore.
I know. I'm trying to think. I do a lot of everyday chores. I run the household.
All right, everyday chore. If I could just not brush my teeth.
I'm just trying to think of what chores you actually do every day.
No, but just it's an every.
Selfie. You do like nothing really every day.
That's not true at
is.
all.
Oh my God.
No.
Recently in life,
No,
like I love you, but like yes, brushing your teeth. Like,
It's one of those things because if you have
okay, William, with a tough life.
if you don't do it,
Oh, but yep, like we know. Or
you're gonna go walk with dragon breath all day, and I don't want that.
okay,
But it's like you gotta get the toothpaste, and then you gotta put it on the toothbrush, and you have too much, then it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like I want to have fresh breath
Yeah.
at all times,
Great.
and I want to have perfect teeth at all times.
Good.
I want one less thing to worry about.
Oh my God. Wait, you okay? I'll just because you worry about so many things. I would say the one chore that I would love to get rid of is having to wake my entire family up and making sure they're actually up and out of bed, including you.
It's true. That's fair.
Yep. We'll just start with part 1 of chore 1. Are you up? Yes. And by up, I mean up, vertically, not awake. Are you up?
No. I'm awake.
You're worse than our 10-year-old. Okay, next one.
All right, next one. What is the most?
It's a chore. Oh my god. Oh my god. Such a little prince. I want to do that. Such a baby. Oh my god. Oh, you laugh because it's true. Okay, Blake, next. Hurry, get mad.
All right. The next one is, what is the most irrational thing you are absolutely convinced you could do on a reality competition show?
What do you mean? What kind of reality competition?
Anyone.
show?
I don't know. It's like, what is the thing like that you would dominate it? Like, I would absolutely smoke everybody at if there was a reality show based on that.
Give me an example. What's yours?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
What's your question?
I know. I didn't think of the answer ahead of time. Usually you answer first.
I don't know.
All right. I would say this. I would dominate anybody in like knowing their wife or their spouse. Like, you remember how we played that game where it was like that stupid game where we had taboo and we had to talk about eels.
Yes.
And you were like, oh yeah, what dragons don't eat this. And I was like, oh yeah, eels.
Yes.
Like, I would dominate anybody at that.
Okay, like if you and I had to have like a brain reading competition?
Yes.
Okay,
Like, that would, no problem.
that's awesome.
I would smoke every single one of you.
I just think I would be really funny on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Like, I would get the most airtime because I would just go off about these ladies on the like one-on-one camera interviews. I'd be like, "This lady's crazy. Did you see this? Blah 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 blah." Like, I think I'd be like the
You'd be
Bethany Frankel.
You would be the aside queen.
That's what I would be.
Yep, absolutely.
They didn't ask me to join Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
But you're the aside
would be I'd be like the friend who'd be invited to everything. I don't know, a rational thing. I don't know.
Well, all right, next one. If your life had a skip intro button,
Yeah.
what part of your daily routine would you use it on there to sing a time?
You act like you do so many.
No, it's the same thing. It's brush my teeth. What is it?
I would just.
What's your daily routine?
You would skip the morning of making sure you all are awake and taking your medicine. Because half the time it doesn't happen. I would just skip it till I'm at work. And I'm only in charge of a classroom of 35 children. I'm not in charge of my family.
There you
The animal.
there is your daily routine.
Still in bed.
All right, next thing. What is one completely normal thing that instantly tells you, nope, don't trust this person?
Oh, if they're gossiping about someone else.
Okay, fair enough.
Right away.
You want to know what mine thing is?
Yeah, it's if they have two names.
You can't have two first names.
Yeah.
If you have two first names, forget it. I don't care. It doesn't make sense. What? You can't have two first names.
Okay.
If you had to be haunted by one celebrity ghost, who would make it the most entertaining?
Oh, I don't really like celebrities that much. Dead ones? Oh, God. I probably would just want some, like, really good, cool. I don't know. I don't really like a lot of celebrities, Blake.
Well, but you watched TV or, like, you watched, like, who would make it the most interesting, like,
Well, the problem is...
or the most entertaining?
I mean, this is the thing. Like, I'd love, like, Robin Williams, but the truth of the matter is he was severely depressed.
That's true.
So,
Boy.
I don't know. Because the ones that you think are really funny, like, are really actually probably messed up. And then the ones that, like, did good in their life, I feel like they would just talk and talk and talk and judge me the whole time. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't want to be stuck with someone. How long do I have to hang out with them? Like an hour?
You had to be haunted.
Nope. I don't want to be haunted by anybody.
Out on hauntings. You had to choose one.
I know, I already have ghost problems. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to even open this portal door. Ghosts, if you're listening, No, thank you.
If I had to be haunted by one celebrity ghost, and remember, the questioning here is what would make it the most entertaining?
Who would make it the most entertaining?
I feel like Richard Pryor would be.
Yeah.
You don't know who Richard
I don't know how to give his real names. This is why I failed. I didn't fail. I got a B+, but that's failing to me. So I didn't do well in history. Who is it?
He's a comedian, and he was in a whole bunch of different movies.
Yeah.
Never mind. You don't even know who it is. It's fine.
I'll Google him.
You Google him.
All right.
You'll
So entertaining. So entertaining. I don't even know who this guy is. Good luck. I'm haunted by him forever.
Richard Pryor is one of the funniest guys ever.
Okay.
Just, dude. Oh. All he did was never mind. He's just, for those of you out there who actually appreciate comedy, you'll get what I'm saying. All right. Ready for Outlandish Theory of the Week?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. First of all,
God.
what?
Richard Pryor supposedly had a kid when he was 14? What?
Maybe? I don't know.
Oh, hold on. Why is it the top question?
Mary's actively Googling Richard Pryor right now.
Yeah. Okay, continue. What's your outlandish theory?
All right, first, Aramanthus is totally from the future.
Wow.
She's totally from the future. She hasn't said anything to anybody at all except platitudes. And there's a reason for that. Because she's trying to get in with someone for something. I don't know what yet, but I think she's from the future. The next thing is this. If the show had balls, if the show had Stugats.
Can you not use that term?
Okay, sorry. If the show had Stugats.
Balls. Ew.
The show would kill Jamie. The show would kill Jamie, not halfway through the season, but maybe
Tomorrow.
Maybe the penultimate episode,
Oh my God. Okay.
or the episode before. And the reason why I say that is maybe he actually does die at King's Mountain. And the reason why Jamie is there at Inverness looking at Claire in the attire that he's in is because he did die, and he is looking at Claire, and he's just missing her. And he wishes that he could have done something different. And Frank figures that out. And that's why he writes all of this.
You know what's so cute?
What?
Is I watched that movie Eternity.
You watched it without me?
I'm sorry.
But I can't believe you did that.
I'll watch it again with you because it was actually good. So, but what's cute is that when people die, they go back to being the age they were their happiest.
Okay.
And so I like to think of that as Jamie.
Yeah.
Because Jamie's ghost wasn't old Jamie, it was young Jamie.
Right.
And so maybe that's when he was his happiest.
But I think Frank figured all of this out. And that's why he's providing the roadmap.
And then didn't say anything about it in real life.
Yep. So but if the show had it, if the show really wanted to do something different and not be like, wee, everyone has a happy ending and Jamie and Claire live forever. It's I feel like they should kill Jamie.
Wow.
That's but not in a bad way or
Those
whatever.
are some big things, man.
So, all right, ready to close out the show?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say, could that lass be I? Mary of soul.
All right, my friends, we want to know your kilt reading for Soul of a Rebel. Don't forget, you can call in a voicemail, and by calling in, you actually go to our website. I know it's weird, but here's what you do. You go to maryandblake.com, you click the upper right-hand corner where it says Contact Us, and you do voicemail, and it's 90 seconds. Just say your first name, where you're from, and then jump on into your voicemail.
Of course, you can email us at maryandblakemedia@gmail.com, or you can write in at Facebook or Instagram or wherever you consume our podcast. You can write in and let us know your thoughts either about the Outlander episode or than one of the many hot takes that we had here on our episode.
We want to thank our friends and patrons at jointhenerdclan.com. If this episode and our previous ones have brought you joy, know that you can donate less than you would pay for a cup of coffee to become a member at the Nerd Clan. So jointhenerdclan.com is our Patreon site. It truly helps us in so many ways, make sure that we can create this podcast free for all around the world, keeps it going. So thank you so much to those who are already members at jointhenerdclan.com. We couldn't do this without you.
All right, Marvin, that's it. That's all I got.
My name's Mary.
My name is Blake.
And you've been listening to Outlander Cast. Slán